All right, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back. All right, now let's go take a quick peek at the map, and we're going to kind of talk a little bit about our plan for today. We actually do have a plan. So last time we basically spent the whole entire way trying to fire our way up to the northeast to this place called Cole. And as you can see, there's that little yellow circle thing. It's really simple. The way the game basically tells you, like, here's where this special trinket is. People told us where it was, and that's how we got this way. Now, we have a couple things we need to do before we go and fight this guy, Xoma. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to collect these 3 different items. I think we're about to get our 3rd item here. Apparently, the sword is somewhere in the city. The other thing that we're supposed to do is there is an area in the south. Let's see if we can. Sorry. Let's go back and take a look at the. If I can kind of move my little mouse cursor in the southeast, there's a little island. I'm gonna go down there after I get all 3 my weapons. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go to that spire in the northeast as well. I think there's somebody called Rubus who I have to save there. That would be a fantastic episode. If I could do all that kind of stuff today, that would be awesome. And as you can see in the sort of center of the screen, you can see where the citadel is, where Xoma lives. That could be our final episode, perhaps. We shall see. The other thing that I want to do generally for today is I don't really want to have 45 or 1 hour long episodes. And the reason is actually quite simple. It's because I generally ask all my students to try to read for 15 minutes per day. So I think that the goal for me would be to make a nice, tight, interesting 15-minute video. I think that'll be awesome. Yes, I can summarize things, I can block things out, and I think that's kind of my goal for today. So hopefully that means that if you guys decide to watch these videos, you're not putting like an hour aside to watch somebody do a Let's Play, but a nice, tight 15 minutes where you can learn a lot of new words, and then you can kind of quickly follow through a fun story. And again, the goal of these is not just for me to play, but also like, if you guys want to do some reading, one of the ways that you do reading is by playing English video games, right? I'm choosing role-playing games because they have a lot of text. Anything like that, if you can find a game in your country and you can switch the language over to English, that to me is as good as reading as we could possibly get, right? Because it's fun, it's interesting, and it's engaging. Whereas for a lot of students, just sitting down and reading a book is actually not that engaging. And that's why a lot of people don't do it, right? They'd rather watch TikTok or YouTube or something like that. So, one of the reasons why we put these videos together is A, to kind of watch and enjoy and learn, but it's also to get you guys back into playing and possibly playing in English. All right, enough of that little housekeeping. Let's go wander around the city of Cole. Thou art welcome in the village of Cole, wanderer. Now again, I'm gonna check stuff out here. What we got here? The master of the item shop is an artificier of the subtlest skill. I did once hear tell that he was in fact a smithy of no little reputation in the past life. One wonders why he ceased plying his trade. Okay, so I gotta go talk to a guy. Hello. First things first. First things first is to scan the room for stuff. It's not very valuable. Orochi's ransom. I was to be sacrificed. No choice but to flee. Driftwood on the tide, we washed up on this world's shore, worn yet unbroken. Jipang's great swordsmith, my husband, lost his hammer. Please visit his shop. All right. Well, again, as you said, some pretty basic English there. Having said that, I didn't want to come down to this item shop because I keep thinking this item shop is where we're supposed to go. What's this? Oh, that fairy flute might fall into my hands. Then I might free Holy Rubus from the cursed statue that bindeth her. I need a fairy flute to rescue her? I don't think I have one. All right, let's see what's good here. Who's all here? The master of the item shop above claimeth to hail from a land named Chipang, but none hath heard of such a place. Above? Oh. You guys must be annoyed that I'm constantly checking things, but look, like 75% of the time there's money there, so I have to check. No. Okay. My dear.
I was a swordsmith in my beautiful homeland. True bliss I did know, until Orochi. The fiend ruined all our lives. My bliss in tatters. She came for my wife, demanded her sacrifice. So we fled Jipang. I lost everything. My ancestors' tools all gone. Oh, my prized hammer. Alas, with no tools, I cannot do my old job. So I sell items. Welcome to my shop. I wish to be of service. What do you require? Pardon? You have brought me the forging hammer? Incredible. Yes, this is it, without a doubt. But how did you? No, you do not need to say. All that matters is that my family's prized possession has returned to me. However can I begin to repay you for such a kindness? Do not worry, I will find a way someday. Legend has it that this hammer was once used to temper a blade most holy, long ago.
Wonderful.
I just hope I can put it to use for you one day. Wait, that sword. I have never seen a blade of its like in my life. Just look at that splendid hue. Truly magnificent to behold. And yet, how did it come to be in such a state? Broken clean in two. Oh, but what is that sticking out of your bag? Why, this ore. Just look at it. There can be no doubt it was used in the crafting of your sword. Ah, so you came to me hoping that I might be able to mend your weapon.
Exactly.
It would be an honor. I have never worked with such an ore till now. But it is time I repaid you for ridding my people of the fiend Orochi. You have my word. I will restore the blade to its former glory. This is what I was
There we
born
go.
to do.
Here we go, buddy. Thank you. Beautiful. They sort of smoothed it out. Wow. That's amazing, dude. That's a nice sword. A really nice sword for me.
Please treat it with the respect it deserves.
The Sword of Kings, baby. Oh, that's awesome. A wicked weapon.
I could not accept any monetary reward for this. You see, I used to fiercely rue the fact that we ended up in this village. But now it is clear why we were brought here. It had to be this way. I can say with confidence
I love it.
that this is why I became a swordsmith.
You got it, buddy.
May that blade serve you well on your
What an
travels.
awesome way to reframe your life, right?
And should you be willing, do stop by my shop from time to time.
Yes, it's a dungeon. But that's okay because in the last episode we didn't really do any fighting. So it's a good thing it's a dungeon. All right. No weird enemies standing around here. Ooh. I'm guessing that Rubus is the enemy? Okay. This is Rubus, right?
I must admit, I was not sure you would make it here. Most impressive.
Yeah. What's up here? Whoa! This is nuts! Man, this is beautiful. Rubus.
They say you are the strongest of your kind. Well, I will be the judge of that. Today, you are faced with the Lord of the Underworld's mightiest servant. Do not perish too quickly now.
Whoa!
Save
Nutso!
the fight before gorging myself on your juicy innards.
Let's go, baby. Alright, guys, run wild. So, I'm just going to focus on these guys on the left, focus on these guys on the right, and hopefully this is going to happen. Flame Slash, I'm hoping that works on the Ash Demon. Yeah, good job. Oh, man. Woo! That was brutal. That was brutal. Yeah, we got lots of points. Oh, man, that's awesome. We get to level up and heal up. I almost feel like this is a trap coming in here, but I feel like Rubus will be here in some way. Lockups updates as well. Good job, guys.
No, surely not. A mere human could never possess such formidable might. It was you, not that axe-wielding brute, but you who slayed Baramos. All is clear as crystal to me now. I must tell Lord Somer of this, that there is one blessed by the light. Now do not misunderstand. The victor you are not. The next time we meet, I shall snuff your life's flame.
Spooky. Now, can we free her? Yes. Here we go. Yes, play the flute. That's why we came here. Release her, please. Oh, beautiful. I just imagine everything melting. It just seems like everything is frozen. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you, 1,000 times over. But allow me to introduce myself. I am Rubus, mother to the land of Alefgard. Long have I waited to lay eyes upon the one who might save the realm in its darkest hour. Ah, I see you hold the sphere of light. It seems we are all in the Dragon Queen's debt. When confronted with that orb, The veil of darkness that guards Zoma shall clear like clouds after the rain. We must stop the Lord of the Underworld, whatever the cost may be.
It's a big boy.
His very existence threatens not just Alfgard, but life as we know it. Alas, my powers are not returned as of yet. Thus, it falls to you to put an end to his ambitions.
Oh, yeah.
However, if you are to ever reach Zoma, you will first require the succor of the rainbow drop.
Right.
It is given shape only when rain and sun meet.
Makes sense.
Now there is something I must give you.
Oh. A mini medal? No, I'm joking. Sacred amulet.
And with that, you must depart. Seek out the most hallowed of sanctuaries, bearing the gifts of rain and sun. There, speak to the descendant of those who once placed their faith in me. But before you take your leave, allow me to imbue the sphere of light with what little strength I still possess.
Even more help.
The fate of the realm rests on your young shoulders. I know it may seem daunting, but you must persevere. Though you can go safe in the knowledge that I am watching over you, young hero.
Let's go see what's what, man. We got all the 3 weapons. The sanctum.
As our divine mistress did command, thou hast sought out both rain and sun. Now, let the twain meet at last.
Beautiful.
Raise thy hands and receive of her gift.
Okay. The rainbow drop. This is an attack or what?
Her will is clear, as is thy path. Make for the cape to the northwest of Rimmaldar, that is closest to the Isle of the Great Fiend.
And that way we can get in. It's a secret
Hie thee
entrance.
now to the citadel where dread Zoma awaits.
Take the rainbow drop to the cave northwest of Rumidal, and you can kind of sneak into where the entrance is. Wild, 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 wild. I thought I was going to take my boat there, but there's the entrance right there. So guys, obviously, thank you so much for a wonderful day. Hopefully you appreciate this kind of shorter class where I've edited everything down, but also maybe you can just kind of jump in and jump out, and it feels a lot more intense and concise rather than a 45-minute session where I'm kind of just walking around talking to people. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take it easy. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye-bye.